The State of Emergency Controller Police Commissioner David Manning says that restrictions are slowly being lifted for a return to normalcy. He said restrictions on flight and public transport, including seaports, have been lifted for Rabaul in the East New Britain province.
All flight restrictions into and out of Rabaul have been lifted, and the port of Rabaul to be reopened as a designated international shipping port. Public transport has been reopened with operators to continue with hygiene measures of hand sanitizers on board and regular sanitizing of seats and the internal cabin of PMVs.
Manning said that approvals for domestic flights will still be under the airline's prerogative, with passenger information to be sent to the controller.
Flight approvals for travel within and between non-restricted provinces are to be maintained by the airline operators, who will supply passenger details to the National Operations Centre. This is to allow a far more effective and efficient manner in which we process applications for travel by domestic passengers.
Manning also added that the restrictions on restaurants will be lifted. Alcohol will be sold for consumption at private premises only, with churches to continue with service but under strict COVID-19 guidelines.
Restaurants will open, and social distancing measures and hand sanitizers for patrons. Alcohol is permitted to be sold for consumption on premises only. Places of worship for local services are permitted with hygiene protocols in place. This includes, of course, the supplying of hand sanitizer and sanitation of seats and observance of social distancing.
But Manning said outdoor crusades and community outreach programs are still restricted.
The national and provincial religious gatherings, that is your outreach programs, your conventions and crusades, continue to be restricted and are not permitted at this stage.
The controller said that people had to play their part to stop the spread of COVID-19, and those infected should not face stigma.
We all have a role to play in stopping COVID-19. Help us protect those who are most vulnerable and at risk. Please stop the stigma and discrimination towards people with COVID-19. It will not kill you if you follow the simple health measures constantly being delivered and advised.
Fidelis Sukina, National MTV News.